Imagine if you could only have one tool in your toolbox. One tool to do everything, sort of a Swiss Army knife. Well, the Volkswagen Golf R is sort of the automotive world version of a Swiss Army knife. It's a car that does everything pretty well. Now, this might not be the kind of car that a lot of you fantasize about having in your dream garage, but for me, I can't imagine a dream garage without a car like this. You know, one of the things I love about my garage is it's one of those garages where no matter what kind of car you're into, there's something in the garage that you're going to be into. Now, maybe the Golf R isn't that particular kind of vehicle for you, but open up your mind and check out this car with me. Now, the Volkswagen Golf is on its 7th generation right now. This actually is a Mk6 Volkswagen Golf R. The 6th generation of the Volkswagen Golf is an evolution of the Volkswagen Mk5 platform. I bought a Mk5 new. I actually really like the Mk6 body style, and I think they perfected it with the Golf R. It's got a mean front bumper, but what really matters about this car is under the hood. Forged pistons, strengthened connecting rods, bigger turbo, bigger intercooler. As the car came, it would drop a 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds, but there is probably no car on the market better supported by the aftermarket than a Volkswagen Mk6. This car has an HPA intake manifold. It's a beautiful item, it's aluminum, it flows a lot better, it replaces the ugly plastic unit. I upgraded my coil packs to R8 units, it's got the CTS cold air intake, APR high pressure fuel pump, and one of the parts I'm most thrilled about is the one that keeps my valves clean. It's this simple CTS turbo catch can kit. I think they're an absolute must on a direct ejected car. The interior, save for a P3 cars gauge, is pretty standard, and with the seats that are super supportive, a really nice gear shift, and nice aluminum trim, the car's interior is quality and really just works. Okay, you got me. So yeah, I did modify the exhaust. This is CTS Turbo's turbo back exhaust, and it is chambered and beautiful and sounds amazing. Now visually, I keep it pretty simple. I've got a gold accent on the wheel that matches the gold stripe on the car, and the wheels by Mk1, the RS05RRs, they really drop the unsprung weight. The car's lowered on H&R's coilover suspension. It has some polyurethane bushings and the European LED taillights. Everybody has that car that got them into the automotive hobby. For me, it was Volkswagen. And this Golf R is kind of the modern interpretation of everything that the brand represents, or represented to me when I was a kid. You know, with the modifications I've performed on this Volkswagen Golf R, it kind of puts it in a stratosphere of pretty exotic machinery. I mean, certainly it'll keep up with the 911 that we reviewed, and it really is a vehicle to be reckoned with on a back road. It's funny as car guys, when you're known as the car guy, you kind of always get asked about, you know, what car should I buy? And I've turned a lot of people onto the Volkswagen brand. This car really is, like I said when we started, a tool for almost all situations. You know, it'll carve a canyon, it'll go around corners really quick, but you can go get groceries in it. You can pick up your kids in it. Really is a jack of all trades. You can take it to a nice dinner and not feel embarrassed to be in a hot hatch. The fit and finish is Audi levels throughout, and it really is a car that deserves more attention than it gets. The Mk6 Volkswagen Golf R is a fantastic handling platform. It tucks the nose in nicely in corners. Now, it doesn't power oversteer, but it will lift throttle oversteer nicely, and the car just has a really confidence-inspiring attitude, even under hard braking. So here's an affordable, reliable, beautifully built car, can be a fantastic daily driver, can pick up a nice one on a mediocre budget. Even though the car is relatively new, this one's a 2013, the car has navigation, has features like proximity key, it has all-wheel drive. And with a few $1,000s in modifications, it's faster than most cars point and shoot. That's a fact. You know, I drive a lot of expensive stuff, and as you're going to see in this series, a lot of cars that are extremely desirable. But why not put one of these in your garage so that on the days where you don't have to drive one of those cars, you can drive this and beat on it. It's pretty great. So where does this car sit for the collector? Well, I think it sits really well for a collector. First of all, these cars are fairly affordable right now, and you can still find one with 10, 20, 30,000 miles on it. You know, in a few years, a lot of these are going to have 150, 160,000 miles, and the well-kept cars are going to be worth the money. Now look at Mk1 and Mk2 Volkswagen Golfs. You know, they already have exceeded what those cars cost new, and that's a harbinger of where these cars are going. You know, a Mk4 R32 with low miles is a collector's vehicle. Whether you're considering this car as your one and only car, or whether you're considering a Golf R as one of 50 cars in your garage, whether maybe this is the first time you've ever even thought of a Golf R, and now you're going to go out and grab one. It's about the enthusiast life. It's about the drive. It's about finding a road like this on this day and having a car to experience it in. Get out there and drive, and you can do a lot worse than a Golf R. In fact, I think it's one of the best hot hatches, one of the best anythings on the market.